I sincerely believed that my value was based on my productivity. As long as I can remember, I've always led and kept a very rigorous pace of life and work life. And my wife and I, in coming to faith in January of 2007, that just continued on. You know, I averaged about a 60-hour work week, and I often did more than that for a good year and a half. And then last June, I started running low-grade fevers nearly every day. And those continued on till the end of August when I came down with pneumonia. And you know, getting pneumonia in and of itself isn't all that odd. Getting pneumonia at the end of August on the heels of a 3-month fever is more than odd. It was to me a sign that my life was severely out of order. So for the next nearly 3 weeks, all I could do was sit on my couch at home and think. And what I realized was that I had completely identified myself with my manic pace of life, that I actually had cast it in a light that it was honorable, even noble. What I realized was that left unchecked, this pace and path would eventually lead me to the potential destruction of my marriage, of my family, of my health, of my ability to lead worship, and for that matter, even be of any worth and function in the kingdom of God. In Luke 10, there's a story of 2 women named Mary and Martha. Martha is running around the house and she's doing all this work, and she's complaining to Jesus that Mary is just sitting at his feet and listening to him and not helping her out. And Jesus' response to her is that Mary actually chose the better thing, that in sitting at his feet and resting in his presence and just listening to him was actually much more meaningful to him and to her than merely working on his behalf. You see, God ultimately sat me down in order to allow me to choose and give me opportunity to choose the better thing. And I hear him again. I hear him say that my worth is as his son, not as his servant. I am able to rest in him in ways that used to elude me. I have hope and faith that my family will be grounded in him, that my marriage will flourish, that my health will not fail, that I will be able to serve God and his kingdom in a meaningful way as long as I'm alive. It's amazing because he's actually taken the brokenness of my being burnt out and used it as an instrument into my healing and my continual healing. And while I slip at times and revert back here and there, it's now the exception rather than the rule. I'm increasingly able to live in a place of rest rather than out of anxiety and being burned out. I love Psalm 116, verse 7. It says, "Be at rest once more, O my soul, for the Lord has been good to you." And for you hearing this, if you find yourself burned out or you feel you're on the way to being burnt out, I pray this over you the way I've been praying this over myself these last 11 months, is that you too would be able to be at rest in your soul, for the Lord has been good to you too. I'm Daniel Whiteman. This is my story of hope.